Hello and welcome to this edition of News Today, a series where we briefly discuss and analyze important news of the day. Without delay, let's explore the headlines first. India has delivered its first batch of BrahMos cruise missiles to the Philippines. Supreme Court has asserted in a judgment that forests in India are a national asset. Escalation in Israel-Iran tensions may aggravate instability in the Middle East region. The Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India celebrated its 25th anniversary. India's pulse imports for the fiscal year 2023-24 hit a 6-year high as red lentil purchases jump. World Health Organization has launched Patient Safety Rights Charter at Global Ministerial Summit on Patient Safety. Starting with the first news. India has delivered its first batch of BrahMos cruise missiles to the Philippines. In a significant development, India has delivered the first batch of BrahMos cruise missiles to the Philippines, marking a major milestone in the country's defense exports. The supply was made in accordance with the $375 million agreement that the two nations agreed upon in 2022. Interestingly, India delivered two Dornier 228 aircraft to Guyana, spreading its export linkages to the Caribbean nations as well. These developments are seen as major strides in the growth of India's defense exports. Speaking of defense exports, let's delve into some key figures. India is currently exporting military hardware to around 85 countries with major export items including missiles, artillery guns, rockets, armored vehicles, and more. In the financial year 2023-24, exports reached an all-time high of Rs 21,083 crore, which is a remarkable achievement. Now, what are the key opportunities that drive India's focus on defense exports? Firstly, it provides strategic leverage, bolstering relationships with nations across the globe. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly, it enhances India's self-reliance in defense by increasing its defense manufacturing capabilities. However, like any endeavor, there are challenges to overcome. Delays in export clearances have been decreasing the competitiveness of Indian defense products, and historical perception of inconsistency in quality have posed hurdles. But the Indian government is taking proactive steps to address these challenges. The draft defense production and export promotion policy has set an ambitious goal of achieving a turnover of Rs 1,75,000 crore, that is $25 billion in the defense sector. Additionally, initiatives like the simplification of export procedures through the India Defense Mart, which is an online platform for companies to apply for export licenses and track their applications. The Scheme for Promotion of Defense Exports, Innovation for Defense Excellence or IDEX, and the Defense Acquisition Procedure are all aimed at boosting India's defense exports. Now let's shift our focus to the BrahMos missile. The very product that India has delivered to the Philippines. Developed under a joint venture agreement between India and Russia, the BrahMos is a two-stage supersonic cruise missile propelled by jet engines and capable of traveling at speeds around 2 to 3 Mach. Some of its key features include the fire and forget principle of operation, a long flight range of 290 kilometers with various flight trajectories, and a low radar signature, making it a formidable weapon system. In conclusion, India's delivery of the BrahMos cruise missiles to the Philippines is not just a commercial transaction but a strategic move that strengthens bilateral ties and showcases India's growing capabilities in the defense manufacturing sector. As India continues to make strides in this domain, it is poised to become a major player in the global defense market.
Moving ahead in the news, Supreme Court has asserted in a judgment that forests in India are a national asset. This observation was made by the Apex Court in the case of State of Telangana versus Muhammad Abdul Qasim. Let's delve into the key highlights of this judgment. The Supreme Court has emphasized the need to change from an anthropocentric approach to an ecocentric approach. Anthropocentric approach puts human needs in center and views nature through that lens, while ecocentric approach focuses on the needs of nature and views humans as just one part of life on Earth. The ecocentric approach is based on the recognition that humans must live within ecological limits rather than seeing themselves as the protector of environment. Shifting gears, the judgment has also shed light on the significant contribution of forest to a nation's financial wealth. A country with excess forest cover would be in a position to sell its excess carbon credits to countries in deficit. Remarkably, a carbon sink of about 24,000 metric tons of CO2 has a worth of $120 billion. Furthermore, the Supreme Court has highlighted the crucial role of forests in mitigating impact of climate change. Talking about impact of climate change, then according to a Reserve Bank of India report cited in the judgment, Rising temperatures and changing patterns of monsoon rainfall in India could cost the economy a staggering 2.8% of its GDP. Additionally, the Apex Court has emphasized the concept of green accounting in evaluating a nation's wealth, including its natural assets, which could provide immense tangible and intangible benefits. There were also previous notable Supreme Court judgments in the arena, such as MC Mehta versus Kamal Nath in 2000, in which the Supreme Court directed the Article 48A and Article 51A to be considered in light of Article 21 of the Constitution. Any disturbance of the basic environment elements, namely air, water and soil, which are necessary for life, would be hazardous to life within the meaning of Article 21 of the Constitution. Next is the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai versus Ankita Sinha case in 2022 also highlighted the concepts of environmental justice and environmental equity.
In our next news, escalation in Israel-Iran tensions may aggravate instability in the Middle East region. Tensions between Israel and Iran have escalated to an alarming level, with Iran's attack on Israel and Israel's subsequent retaliation sparking concerns across the Middle East region and beyond. But this recent flare-up didn't happen in isolation. Previously, the Iranian-backed Palestinian group Hamas launched a coordinated and large attack on Israel in 2023, setting the stage for the current volatile situation. Now let's examine the broader concerns related to instability and conflicts in the Middle East region. Firstly, there is the potential effect on global trade. Any shipping disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz and the Red Sea could have severe consequences. In fact, Iran has already seized an Israel-linked ship near the Strait of Hormuz, which is the world's most important oil choke point. Similarly, the Houthis supported by Iran have hijacked a commercial ship in the Red Sea. Approximately 12% of global trade passes through Red Sea and Suez Canal. Furthermore, the instability in the region could have a significant impact on energy security, as Iran is a key producer of crude oil within OPEC, Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. Volatility in oil prices may increase, affecting economies worldwide. But the risks don't end there. Israel is believed to be nuclear capable, and any escalation in the conflict could potentially lead to a nuclear flashpoint with unimaginable consequences. Moreover, the global south and global governance would also be impacted by continuing instability in the Middle East, further complicating an already fragile geopolitical landscape. And for India, the ramifications are particularly concerning. With a large Indian diaspora in the region, their security becomes a pressing issue. Additionally, the supply of crucial crude oil to India could be disrupted, and the risk of piracy and hostage-taking incidents would increase, posing significant challenges for our nation. In conclusion, the escalating tensions between Israel and Iran are not just a regional issue. They have the potential to destabilize global trade, energy security, and even the very foundations of global governance. It is imperative that diplomatic efforts are intensified to de-escalate the situation and prevent further instability in an already volatile region. Ahead in the news, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India celebrated its 25th anniversary. The Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India recently marked a significant milestone, celebrating its 25th anniversary. But before we delve into the celebrations, let's take a moment to understand the genesis and role of this crucial institution. The IRDAI was formed based on the recommendations of the Malhotra Committee. It was initially constituted as an autonomous body in 1999 and later incorporated as a statutory body in 2000 under the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act 1999. The primary objectives of the IRDAI are to promote the speedy and orderly growth of the insurance industry, ensure the speedy settlement of genuine claims, and establish an effective grievance redressal mechanism, among others. It operates under the Ministry of Finance. Some of the key duties and responsibilities of the IRDAI include certifying insurance companies, protecting the interests of policyholders, and adjudicating disputes within the industry. Now let's explore the significance of the IRDAI in transforming the insurance sector over the past 25 years. Firstly, the growth of the industry has been remarkable. The insurance penetration, which is the percentage of insurance premium to GDP, stood at 4.2% in 2021-22, a substantial increase from 2.71% in 2001-2. Similarly, the insurance density, or the ratio of premium to population, rose to $91 in 2021-22 from a mere $11.5 in 2001-2. Additionally, the IRDAI's regulations have paved the way for increased employment opportunities in the sector. New intermediaries such as corporate agents, bank assurance that is selling insurance products through banks, and online sale platforms have started operating in the market. But the IRDAI's contributions go beyond just numbers. It has played a crucial role in the modernization of the industry with its guidance on eKYC, paperless policies, and other digital payments, among other initiatives, accelerating the digital transformation of the sector. Speaking of initiatives, the IRDAI has introduced several innovative programs to enhance the insurance experience for consumers. These include the Integrated Grievance Management System, Saral Jeevan Bima, that is a standard term life insurance product, Saral Pension, an immediate annuity plan, and Bima Sugam, a one-stop digital platform for insurance services.
Moving on to the next news. India's pulse imports for the fiscal year 2023-24 hit a 6-year high as red lentil purchases jump. This surge in imports has occurred due to lower domestic production, prompting India to import red lentils and yellow peas. Import of pulses is aimed at ensuring stable supplies in the domestic market and keep prices under check. Notably, pulses inflation stood at a staggering 17% in March 2024. Another reason for import is shortfall in domestic output due to rainfall deficit in the growing areas. The Ministry of Agriculture estimates that pulses production in 2023-24 will be at a 234 lakh tons, lower than last year's production of 261 lakh tons. Apart from these, the sowing area for pulses has also reduced by a significant 16% from 2021-22 to 2023-24. If we talk about India's status with respect to production of pulses, then it is important to note that India is the largest producer, consumer and importer of pulses in the world. In the fiscal year 2023-24, India imported a staggering 4.65 million metric tons of pulses. The major producing states in India include Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh, while the major import countries are Canada, Australia, Mozambique, Tanzania and Brazil. Pulses, being a type of leguminous crop harvested for dry seeds such as chickpeas and pigeon peas, are grown in both Kharif and Rabi seasons, with Rabi pulses contributing more than 60% of total production. The significance of pulses cannot be overstated. They are major sources of protein and their nitrogen-fixing properties improve soil fertility, thus increasing the productivity of farmland. To promote pulse production, the government has initiated several measures including the National Food Security Mission to increase the production of rice, wheat and pulses, as well as the Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan Abhiyan scheme, which ensures minimum support price to farmers. Under this scheme, the procurement of pulses and copra is done under the price support scheme. Ahead in the news, World Health Organization has launched Patient Safety Rights Charter at Global Ministerial Summit on Patient Safety. This charter was developed within the framework of World Patient Safety Day 2023 under the theme Engaging Patients for Patient Safety. The Patient Safety Rights Charter will provide healthcare workers, leaders and governments with the necessary tools to build patient-centered healthcare systems, ultimately improving patient safety and reducing the risk of harm. Significantly, it serves as a key resource intended to support the implementation of the Global Patient Safety Action Plan 2021 to 2030, which India has signed. Patient safety is a critical framework of organized activities that creates cultures, processes, and procedures within health systems to promote safety and minimize the risk of harm to patients. However, concerns persist, with around 1 in every 10 patients experiencing harm in healthcare settings and more than 3 million deaths occurring annually due to unsafe care. Alarmingly, over 50% of this harm is preventable, with half attributed to medication errors. Other issues include unsafe surgical procedures, healthcare-associated infections, diagnostic errors, patient misidentification, and unsafe blood transfusions. To address these challenges, various initiatives have been undertaken globally, such as World Alliance for Patient Safety, WHO Patient Safety Initiatives 2015 to 2020, the National Patient Safety Implementation Framework 2018 to 2025, and the Global Patient Safety Challenge. In India, the National Patient Safety Implementation Framework 2018 to 2025 has been implemented. The Patient Safety Rights Charter covers 10 essential rights, including the right to timely, effective and appropriate care, the right to safe healthcare processes and practices, the right to qualified and competent healthcare workers, and the right to safe medical products and their safe and rational use. Additionally, the Charter emphasizes the right to safe and secure healthcare facilities, the right to dignity, respect, non-discrimination, privacy and confidentiality, as well as the right to information, education and supported decision-making. Patients also have the right to access their medical records, the right to be heard and receive fair resolution, and the right to patient and family engagement. This charter represents a significant step towards empowering patients and prioritizing their safety within healthcare systems globally. The personality news for today is Thakur Ranmat Singh. Recently, the Ministry of Tribal Affairs highlighted the contribution of the freedom fighter Thakur Ranmat Singh. Ranmat Singh is notably known for holding the rank of a Sardar in the service of the Maharaja of Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. His role in India's struggle for independence was truly remarkable. Talking about his contributions, he played a key role in starting the revolt of 1857 in Satna, Madhya Pradesh. Ranmat Singh set up his entire military organization in the jungle itself. In a daring act, he attacked the English residency of Nagaud and killed the resident, striking a significant blow against British rule. Furthermore, Ranmat Singh engaged in a fierce fight with the combined army of the English and Bundelas in the field of Bhelsai. Through his actions, Thakur Ranmat Singh exemplified the values of courage and leadership.
As we conclude today's main news, let's have a look at some quick updates. National Investment and Infrastructure Fund has invested $200 million in iBus Network and Infrastructure Private Limited. NIIF is a sovereign-linked alternative asset manager established by the Government of India, having a share of 49%. It is a collaborative investment platform for international and Indian investors. Mange outbreak has been reported among the Asiatic wild dogs in Mudumalai. Mange is a skin disease that affects mammals caused by microscopic mites that burrow into the skin. Asiatic wild dogs or dhole are widely distributed in India, Cambodia, Nepal, Bhutan, Thailand, etc. In India, it inhabits Eastern and Western Ghats, Assam, Meghalaya, West Bengal and Ladakh. NASA's Juno captures closest views of erupting volcanoes on Jupiter's moon Io. Moon Io is the most volcanically active world in the solar system. The Juno mission was launched in 2011. This mission aims to understand the origin and evolution of Jupiter. NASA has announced that Dragonfly mission to Saturn's massive moon Titan will be launched in 2028. It is the fourth mission of NASA's New Frontiers program. The other three are New Horizons, Juno, and OSIRIS-REx, also known as OSIRIS-APEX. Dragonfly mission's goal is to explore the chemistry and habitability of multiple surface sites, covering a large area. It will help in investigating Titan's habitability. Defense Research and Development Organization is developing directionally unrestricted ray gun array 2 or Durga-2. As per the reports, Durga-2 is a directed energy weapon that is to be integrated with land, sea and air-based platforms. Paleontologists have unearthed a giant predator snake in Gujarat's Panandro lignite mine in Kutch named Vasuki indicus. Vasuki indicus likely lived 47 million years ago during the Middle Eocene period. Its length range was 36 to 49 feet. World Health Organization has pre-qualified the Uvicol S vaccine for cholera. This vaccine is a simplified formulation of the oral cholera vaccine Uvicol Plus. It uses fewer ingredients, is cheaper and can be made more quickly than the older version. Shompen cast their votes for the first time in Lok Sabha election. Shompen tribe are one of the particularly vulnerable tribal groups. They reside in dense tropical rainforest of Great Nicobar Island. Additionally, they belong to the Mongoloid group. Before we sign off, let's challenge your understanding in today's installment of Test Your Knowledge. We appreciate your company. We hope you found this episode of News Today engaging. For the solution to today's quiz and to access the PDF version of News Today, remember to visit the provided links in the description below.